But let's begin with the New York Mets, where the Mets coming to terms with free agent reliever Trevor May. May has spent his entire career with the Minnesota Twins, leaves after 6 seasons. He averaged a career-high 96.3 miles per hour on his fastball last season. 31-year-old had Tommy John surgery in 2017. The move could mean that Seth Lugo is going to stay in the rotation. He pitched in both the rotation and the bullpen in parts last season. Here's a look at Trevor May, his last 3 seasons with the Minnesota Twins. And as I mentioned, that 2017 campaign he missed with Tommy John surgery. And Harold, what does this move mean for the Mets and specifically the bullpen? It's not a move, as Dave was saying, it's not a big splashy move, but it's an important one.
Well, it's not the Trevor they wanted yet. Let's put it that way.
It
may be the other Trevor's coming. No, this guy gives you some durability. Look, over the course of a long season, you have to have those swing guys that can come in and start a game. He can pitch towards late in the game. He can extend a game if you have to have innings. This is what he can do. Maybe not use that way coming off of Tommy John, but he gives them some real flexibility. And I think the biggest message, Val, for me, is they're signing big leaguers.
Yes.
That's the big thing, that the Mets feel like they're ready to win. We need guys that have been there and know how to do this. And I think that's a sign it sends to me.
Yeah, and look at these numbers here, Dave. I mean, it's a swing and miss game. And if you can have guys coming out of the pen that can miss bats, that's what you need now.
Well, we've seen the value of a bullpen, right? So adding a guy like Trevor May just gives you that much greater depth down there in the bullpen. Eddie Diaz struggled in his first year with the Mets, much better last year. But Trevor May, after Tommy John surgery a couple of years ago, you mentioned, Ruffalo, his velocity's up to 96. He only used to throw 93.
Wow.
So he was one of those guys that after Tommy John, all of the strengthening and all of the work gave him greater velocity. His K rate is through the roof. He's 7th best in baseball. This is a great sign, I think. Well, a guy like this, every team could have. Right? 7th, 8th, or 9th inning, this is a guy that can get it done.
Yeah, and I heard him on MLB Network Radio yesterday, Monday, and he mentioned that this is a guy that's all about, he is constantly studying. He is trying to fine-tune his delivery, trying to get that spin rate up. I mean, he's certainly not satisfied with where he's been.
Well, I tell you what, the data and information of this generation is such an advantage for pitchers. Look, it's one thing as a hitter if you tell me, hey, 30% of the time he's going to throw this. Well, that doesn't help me. I got to have better numbers than that. But if you tell a pitcher 35, 40% of the time he will not hit this pitch, 80% this, that, here's how you can increase your rates. All these things are beneficial to pitching. And I think that's why we're in this pitching-dominated decade that we're coming out of right now and heading into the next one, because the information is really advantage pitcher. And guys are taking advantage of it, like Trevor May. You agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. And I think anytime a guy comes off a Tommy John surgery, there's a greater appreciation for your ability to, I'm a pitcher in the major leagues, I'm going to make the most of it. So the fact that he's kind of tinkering with how can I get a little bit better, and with all the science and the data and all the slow-moving Rhapsody and all those things, machines that they have, you can make a pitch better. We didn't really understand that until we have seen this before. And we're seeing Trevor Bauer, the other Trevor,
I was going to say,
who is doing all types of things, pitch design, with his slider, his curveball, and his fastball. So to see a guy like Trevor May do that, we're going to see more guys and hear more stories like that.